Hey folks, it's Bubbles.
And photographer here.
We're here at Waterfall, Glen today. So yesterday, with all the mud and everything, we had intended to go in about 9.5 miles, but the trails are just in really bad shape. We ended up actually doing only about 7 miles.
7 very hard, muddy miles.
Yeah, it was like walking through sand for most of the trip yesterday. So we wanted to get back out today, put some extra miles in. So we came to Waterfall Glen. Waterfall Glen, it's nice crushed limestone trail, which makes it nice to for walking. You know, it's a lot easier to walk than it was yesterday.
Yes.
But you know, so it's not our favorite place to come because it's really crowded. A lot of bikers. Bikers are okay, but if they call out, it's nice. Some don't. It's the weekend warriors out there that have no idea how to use a trail, but that's all right. So we're out here putting in some extra miles. We'll probably do about 6, 7, maybe 8, depending on how we're feeling. And yeah, so we'll check in a little bit. So it's about 75 degrees today, and it's sunny too in some of the areas. The pups were getting a little warm. One of the best things you can do when you think your dogs might be getting a little warm is get their paws wet. So there's this great little kind of stream crossing down here, and we just took the dogs through, got their feet wet, and they really seem to like it. And if it's moving water, I wouldn't highly recommend this at all times, but if it's moving water, it's better. It's okay to let your dog take a few sips. As long as it's moving, it lessens the chance of there being any bacteria or stuff in there that can impact them, like Giardia and stuff. Those usually reside in standing water. So it's a good chance for your dog to get cooled off and refreshed and back on their way. I want to clarify one thing I said in one of our last clips about letting your dog drink from moving water. It's not ideal. I'm not saying it is. Don't condone it. You should definitely bring water for your dog, fresh, clean water from home, and give them that. However, if you're at a stream crossing, it's moving water, it looks relatively clear. I, for one, just feel it's okay to let your dog take a few sips from that moving water source. Never, ever let your dog drink from standing water that can have Giardia, leptospirosis in it. Nala is vaccinated against lepto, but Giardia can hit any dog. Shelby Joe had Giardia when we first got her. It's not fun. Shelby Joe can't be vaccinated for lepto because she had a reaction to it years ago. So again, just wanted to clarify, never let your dog drink from standing water, and only on occasion, if it's nice fast moving stream and you're crossing it, a few sips here and there probably is not going to hurt your dog. So we went out about 3 miles or so, and the dogs are getting pretty warm just with the sun, and it's about 75 degrees out here today, which is probably at the upper limit of what I would want to take our dogs out with, especially if it's sunny. It just gets a little bit too warm for them. It's also humid today, so that takes a toll on them as well. But we got their feet wet. They seem to really enjoy that. We wet down their gaiters that are on their necks. That's also a good tip. You know, it just helps them cool off a little bit through evaporative cooling. Dogs really sweat through their paws and lose heat through their paws, so you know, that's the way you can really cool them down quickly. It's getting their paws wet. So they seem to be doing better, but like I said, we turned around at 3 miles, so we'll be putting in about 6 today. Waterfall Glen is a big loop. It's about 9.5 mile loop all the way around, so obviously we're not going to do everything, the whole thing today. But 6 miles is pretty good after doing 7 very strenuous miles yesterday in that quicksand mud.